Shabbat Shalom. We'll begin tonight's service on page 142. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nil Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitchem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom. And Shabbat Shalom for everyone who is joining us on our streaming. I don't know, this week it feels kind of surreal for those of you who have been following the caravan headed to and then rallying in Tornillo, just to see how our rabbi and members of our community and members who joined them stood up for our values and stood up for what they felt was right. And it was a really awesome week watching that and trying to tune out all the rest of the news as much as I could. So I don't know how the rest of you felt about that, but just being able to stand here today without Rabbi Josh by my side makes me feel really proud. I feel that being able to share him with the world and knowing that he's standing up for what we care about is an honor. So thank you all for joining here tonight so that we can share in this Shabbat together and draw in some of that positive energy that he's left in the air for us. We will continue welcoming Shabbat on page 138 with Lecha Dodi. And as we begin to feel the presence of Shabbat come upon us, we will sing, as usual, verses 1, 2, 5, and then right before 9, we'll rise and we'll face the door so we could truly welcome this day of rest, this day of peace, this day of hope. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmi'anu ela meyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem u'letiferet ve'letehila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat ne. Verse 5. Itoreri kiva orech kumi uri shir daberi Kvod Adonai alayich nigla, lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uv'tzola tolchei munei am segula. Boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. And we continue on the next page, page 140, with this psalm just for this day of Shabbat, Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Lehagid baboker chastecha, ve'emunatecha balelot, alei asur va'alei navel, alei higayon bechinor. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. So it is my pleasure and honor to invite Gail Stolzenberg, right there. Everyone's sitting in a different place tonight, so I don't know where to find you all, to come and light our candles. We're on page 120 and 121.
I don't think I need it. Okay. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Thank you.
I, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We continue on page 144 with the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah B'yamad yivarach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayedecho Beit Yisrael Ba'agala u'vizman kariv ve'imiru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'alam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata tamiran be'alma ve'imiru amen. Please rise for the Baruch Hu, page 146. Ya la la, ya la la la, 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 ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Please be seated. This is an hour of change. Together, page 149. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please rise. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malachuto, Le'olam Please be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha Hayom alevavecha vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'kshartam le'ot ayadecha V'hayu letotafot ben einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim le'Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lehiot lachem le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. So Rabbi Josh often at this point will talk about that our freedom, our moment of passing through the Sea of Reeds to our freedom is a seminal moment in our tradition. And it's our obligation to speak out for those who need help in attaining that freedom. I know in our world today, we can get very tired of having to speak out for all of those people who still need their freedom. So today, as we think about the journey that our friends have made, and we think about the journey that our hearts went on with them, even a small step in that direction is a huge step for all of us. So we read together at the bottom of page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Our failings are many and our faults are great. It has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha netar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele. Malichutecha ra'uvanecha, b'kei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze Eliyanu ve'amru, ze Eliyanu ve'amiru, Adonai yimloch le'olam. Adonai Yimloch Leolam Vaed. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. V'ne'emar ki fad Adonai Yaakov, ge'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai Ka'al Yisrael. We continue. Page 160. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ushmot Seitenu Uvaenu Lechaim U'Shalom Me'ata V'Ad Olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'amidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ve'amidenu shomrenu l'chaim. On page 162, Vishamru, and I love this line at the bottom of the opposite page from Achad Ha'am, more than the Jewish people has kept Shabbat. Shabbat has kept the Jewish people. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, l'dorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz uvayom hashvi'i shavat vayinafash. So we continue on page 164 with the Amidah, the tefillah of our service. And as is our custom, is our way of doing things here, we will rise together as a community and chant the first three blessings aloud together, starting on page 146 with this beautiful kavanah, all the way through page 170. And then it's your choice what happens next. You can either continue with the words of our tradition in Hebrew, or in English, or you can choose to pray the words of your own heart. You can feel free to stay standing through that prayer, or if you wish to be seated, you can do so at any time. But when everyone's seated, I'll know it's time for us to join together again and continue in our prayers. We will continue through page 180, 181. So please rise. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanara El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Vezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayei HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Nofalim V'Rofei Cholim U'Matir Asurim U'Mekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot Umito Melach Melech Memit U'Mechaye U'Matzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah le'achayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh U'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. page 176. On this weekend preceding Thanksgiving, it feels like the right thing to remind ourselves that not one day a year, but every day all year, we say words of thanksgiving. Modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach, she'ata Adonai Eloheinu, she'ata v'Elahei doroteinu le'olam va'ed. Modim anachnu lach, tzor chayenu magen ishenu, tzor chayenu magen ishenu, atahu, atahu, atahu ledor vador, atahu, atahu, atahu ledor vador. Modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach, she'ata Adonai Eloheinu, she'ata v'Elahei doroteinu le'olam va'ed. We continue with Seder Kriyat HaTorah on page 364. And Kettle, thank you so much for coming on up and helping out. Please rise. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, u'devar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlul Adonai iti, Uniromima Shemo yachtav. Lecha Adonai hagedula, ve'hagevura, ve'hatiferet, ve'hanetzach, ve'hahod. Ki cho b'shamayim u'va'aretz, ki cho b'shamayim u'va'aretz. Lecha Adonai hamamlacha, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed, Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim, Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I gotta take it off. Oh, you can keep singing, it's awesome. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Please be seated. Thank you so much. Here. So, I'm very partial to this portion. My older son Yoav, it was his bar mitzvah portion. So, I knew it beforehand, but I definitely had it memorized after. So, of course, I had to relearn the entire thing because I couldn't remember a word of it when the time came. So, this is Parshat Vayetze, and the beginning of the portion is the famous dream, Jacob and the ladder, and God is in this place and I didn't know it. I'm not going to go quite that far because then you'd be here all night listening to Torah reading, but you know. But we will chant from the very beginning. And Joy, what's your Jewish name? I won't remember that. Yehuda Lev Chana Ford? Devorah. I didn't hear the second part. So, Ta'amod Aliza Bat Yehuda Leib V'chana Devorah La'aliyah. This side. And I'll also invite you to follow along.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai noten ha'torah.
And in the inside of the handouts, you can follow along as well if you'd like. Amen. Vayetze Yaakov mi be'er shava, vayelech harana, vayivka b'makom, vayalen sham kiva hashemesh, vayikach me'avnei hamakom, vayasem mirashotav, vayishkav b'makom hahu, Vayachalom, v'hinei sulam utzav arza, v'rosho magia hashamayma, v'hinei malachim Elohim, olim v'yordim bo, v'hinei Adonai nitzav alav, Vayomar Ani Adonai Elohei Avraham Avicha Ve'Elohei Yitzchak Haaretz Asher Ata Shochev Aleha Lecha Etnena Ulezarecha V'haya Zaracha Ke'afar Haaretz Ufaretzta Yama V'kedma V'tzafona V'negba V'nivrechu V'cha Kol Mishpechot Ha'adama Uvezarecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Thank you. So we take a moment now to offer our prayers for those who in our community are in need of healing. And so from the list that we have many people who need healing. So let's hope that our prayers can come together for Johanna Mabry, Lillian Fox Freeland. Oh wait, I was told she's doing well. We can take her off. Yay. That's Shoshana Mandel's mother. Charlotte Pershke, Debbie Pisarek, Joanne Blumberg, Erica Arnold, Marilyn Jeffs, Valentina Wolfson, Sally Rose Campbell, Hillary Handwerker, David Bloom, Judy Eisenberg, Milton Child, Jake Waxman, Bridget Ford, Roxanne Pawandra, Joel Berger, James Sheridan, Mel Friedman, Jeffrey Gersh, Margaret Leslie, David Brown, Karen Simon, Sydney Usem, Andrew Pabers, Betsy. I'll look forward to when we can take your name off the list. I know you're doing a lot better though, so. Steve Gill, Stacy Young, Elena Weissman, Paul Vanek, Karen Lindenberg, and Reuven Levine. And if there's anyone who you are thinking of or you're holding in your heart at this time and you'd like to share their name aloud, please feel free to do so as my eyes meet yours. On the inside of your handout, Mi sheberach avoteinu Avraham, Yitzchak veYaakov, Mi sheberach imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Leah veRachel. May the one who blessed our mother us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Mi sheberach avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Mi sheberach imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with a vision for tomorrow. Help us to reach out to those in pain. May the warmth of friendship ease our sorrow. Give us courage, give us faith, show us the way. Mi sheberach avotenu, Mi sheberach imotenu. Hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei HaCholim. Please rise. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Eitz chaim hi, lama chazikim ba, v'tomcheha meushar derachim darchinam v'chol netivoteha shalom shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadesh yameinu kekedem. Please be seated. So I think I made way more than I need. I was being hopeful, maybe. So I thought, for a change, because I always just read a story or talk, I would have a handout. So I'm not going to give a sermon, and I'm not going to give a Devar Torah per se, but I thought it was kind of interesting looking more thoughtfully at those opening verses. I'd always had conversations with colleagues and friends about, like, what does it mean that Jacob was said that his descendants would be as the dust of the earth. So I thought I'd focus on that because it sounds kind of, I don't know, dust. In my house, the minute you wipe off the dust, new dust bunnies are growing like crazy. So like, dust is not the greatest thing in the world. It's kind of hard to keep at bay. It just is pervasive everywhere, not in the good kind of way. So I wondered, like, was there a reason for choosing this word? Because I don't know in any time in history dust was seen as such a great thing, but maybe I'm wrong. So the verse I'm going to focus on is I guess it's the third or fourth verse of the portion. Your descendants shall be as the dust of the earth. You shall spread out to the west and to the east, to the north and to the south. All the families of the earth shall bless themselves by you and your descendants. So it's kind of like, that's pretty cool. So what does that mean? I mean, why dust? Why not? So this next piece that we're going to read is Abraham was told he would be like the stars in the sky and like the sand in the sea. So why wasn't Jacob given the same blessing? Why wasn't he also told his descendants would be like the stars in the sky and the sand in the sea? So just because I have the microphone, I'll read. So this commentator, Rabbeinu Bachya, was from Spain. His dates are 1255 to 1340 CE, and he was considered one of the most distinguished biblical interpreters. It's probably why I was drawn to his interpretation. So, and your descendants will be as the dust of the earth. From a purely textual point of view, God assures Jacob in this verse that his descendants will be very numerous compared to the dust of the earth. He could have used another simile, namely that the descendants of Jacob would be like the stars in the heavens, a simile which had been used in 26:4, assuming Genesis 26:4. The reason God did not choose that particular simile was that he wanted to allude to a second element here, something not considered to a numerical increase. The reference to dust always evokes feelings of something low, something that one steps on. In other words, a reference to periods when the Jewish people would be in exile, treated by their host countries as if they were merely dust to be walked on. There's another aspect to dust, which is a positive, encouraging side. As a result of stepping on dust, the dust frequently rises and covers the person who has stepped on it, or at least his feet. Thus, in due course, after completion of the various exiles, the Jewish people would experience that they rise above those who had previously trodden upon them. Isaiah 14:2 expresses it thus: they shall be captors of their captors and masters of their taskmasters. This then explains why God compared the descendants of Jacob to dust. We have another statement by Isaiah in which the prophet makes a similar point, that initially he leveled Israel to dust in order to eventually orchestrate its redemption. In Jacob's dream, God immediately added the words, "And you will spread out to the east, to the west, to the north, and to the south," to make plain that the mention of dust was to be interpreted positively, as the dust of the earth endures forever. Similarly, Jacob's descendants would endure forever. Kind of nice, right? So, does anyone have any thoughts or comments on this? This was Yoav's Torah portion. Oh, wait. You know this.
Well, we recently read a poem by Yoav that he talks about how he will endure. And he's how old now? 19? So his Torah portion endured in his heart. Proud mama.
Thank you for that connection. So a little bit of context on that poem also. So Yoav's paternal grandparents are Holocaust survivors. And so he was writing that poem thinking about that. But I'm going to tell him what you said. That was pretty cool. wait.
It makes it sound like we're going to be numerous, but yet we're not. I mean, at one time during the Roman Empire, we were 10% of the population. If that had persisted, even in Europe, we'd be probably 30 million today, except God knows how few there are. So the sense of us, maybe we spread out all over the world, but our descendants didn't quite make it.
That's a very, I would say, poignant and sad point, but yeah. So let's continue. So Sforno, who was an Italian commentator, he was a commentator, a philosopher, and a physician, we like him, from 1475 to 1550 CE. So he said, after your descendants will have multiplied so that they are as the dust of the earth, numerically speaking, you will spread out. The expression is to be understood as similar to Isaiah, so that you made your back like the ground, like a street for passers-by. Precisely when the Jewish people will have reached a seemingly low point in their collective experience, downtrodden by the Egyptian taskmasters or in later exiles, they will expand and become powerful in a measure never seen on earth. When the time arrives, Balaam's prophecy in Numbers, it will smash the foundation of all mankind. The final redemption of the Jewish people will come after they have suffered the low point in their history. I think we had a lot of low points in our history. So, to your point, Martin, these commentators were all writing at a time when the Jewish people were not really so plentiful and when they were not so powerful. So maybe it's aspirational or hopeful more than actually expressing the reality of their time. So, and then from this midrash, and your offspring will be as the dust of the earth, means that it will be when your children sink as low as the dust of the earth, that at that time the verse, and you will burst forth to the west and towards the east, will be fulfilled. He raises the poor from the dust. Looking for ways to understand dust is probably not as easy as you would think. Do you have a thought, Clara?
Well, I thought it was interesting that what isn't present in the commentaries is a reference to creation, and to the creation story that specifically references that Adam was fashioned out of the earth. And so what I was thinking in my head was, why isn't there it could just be that one wasn't, in this particular grouping, but that dust actually is a reference to creation, and that the expulsion from the Garden of Eden was actually a spreading forth across the earth in all of the directions.
Nice. Oh, absolutely.
I worked a good part of my life in a clean room, trying to get rid of dust. But dust is a result of something else, of either two things mixing, something coming apart. So the dust maybe they're talking about is the dust of the world, the dust of people, the dust of things, as compared to a sterile room where there's never any dust.
Nice. Thank you. Anyone else? So, through all of this, as I was looking through this, and I think you all know where my mind was this week, I kept thinking that this prophecy that we would be like the dust of the earth, and dust being something that's seen as lowly and on the ground, but yet you can't get rid of it, was kind of where I was thinking about what it also meant about how we try to help those who also are in that lowly place, who need our help. So maybe the idea of the dust isn't so that we want to get rid of it, right? But that maybe it's something that we can't get rid of because we shouldn't get rid of. And we should figure out, to the best of our abilities, and again, the dust bunny is not liking them in my house, but there's a reason why it collects. And we work at it, but it's there for us. We stay with the idea of trying to manage it or work with it or deal with it. Maybe it's to not get rid of it, but just to find a way to collect it and deal with it in a way that's appropriate. And so when I read this last piece, this made the most sense to me. And for me, I think this is where I'd like us to be maybe, and maybe I'd like all peoples who are suffering in the ways that make them feel no better than dust, maybe how they would feel too. So, and your seed will be as the dust of the earth. You will spread abroad to the west and to the east and so on. The Jewish people are compared to the stars, to the sand, and to the dust. With stars, each is separate, every other one, without there being any connection between them. With sand, one can place a pile of grains of sand together, but the grains are still separate from one another. Only dust clings and forms a single block. God's blessing to Jacob was that if his children live in perfect harmony and cling to one another like the dust, then you will spread to the west, to the east. I think part of the message that I appreciated in this story is that if we see dust as that, as something that binds to itself and clings together, and we see ourselves as being able to cling to one another for our values and for what we want to stand up for, what we feel is right, then we're fulfilling this destiny even if we're not as numerous. So, any last thoughts? Well, to me, the Aleinu, although the specifics of the words, if you read them, don't necessarily say this, but to me, that's the feeling and the goal of what Aleinu's about, that we are able to cling together so that we can try to somehow affect a world that would be good for everyone, a world in which there would be a coming together, a sense of peace, a sense of caring for one another, a sense that God's kingdom on earth is one that all people could embrace in harmony. So I invite everyone to rise, page 586, the bottom of the page, Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יחיה אדוני אחד ושמו
Please be seated. It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch, a fearful thing to love, hope, dream, to be, and oh, to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me, your laugh once lifted me, your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. 'Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing, to love what death has touched. And at this period of Shloshim, we think about these loved ones. Martha Kimball, Leonard Stapin, Herbert Solomon, Jeanette Miller, Jacqueline Benson, and Gertrude Makitov. And those loved ones who died in the season in years past. Jack Adler, Samuel Barenbaum, Beth Callow, Jean Cohen, Elaine Colton, Maria Fabian, Bella Friedland, Abe Greenstone, Seymour Greenstone, Tessie Horowitz, Eleanor Costant, George Costant, and Rochelle Costant, Herman Lapidus, Ruth Milch, Samuel Miller, Yetta Pollock, Dorothy Rogers, Audrey Safran, David Savashinsky, Bernard Siegel, Miriam Shapiro, Helen Shapiro, Morris Smith, Elsie Solomon, Morris Solomon, Joyce Solomon, Doris Stolzenberg, Aaron Taylor, Anna Vanek, Rita Wolf, Alona Zucker. If there's anyone else who you're thinking of who is not mentioned, please feel free to do so as my eyes meet yours. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be forever a blessing. As we rise, page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, bi'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Ulalmei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yithalal Shmei D'Kudsha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tush B'chata V'nechemata Za'amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehi Shalama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Please be seated. Kettle.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Kettle Friedman Doan. I'm the president of TBE Board of Trustees, and it's my pleasure to welcome all of you this evening, and glad you were able to make it out on a cold November evening. First of all, I'd like to thank our cantor for being a one-woman show up here, and Ray for playing for us. Thank you, and our ushers, and also our Onig sponsor, Debbie Weiner. Thank you very much. Draw your attention. It's a busy week coming up. Just a reminder that the Hanukkah Bazaar is this Saturday and Sunday. Get your Hanukkah candles and gelt and all that good stuff and dreidels. So be sure to come, Saturday from 9 to 2 and Sunday from 3 to 7:30. There's also a couple events this weekend with interfaith families on Saturday, caregiver support group on Sunday. Erev Thanksgiving is going to be on Tuesday, not Wednesday, on Tuesday this year. And that will be our interfaith service with our partner, St. Clair's. Also, if you are in town on Thanksgiving week, please volunteer at the rotating shelter. They need people to drive, I think, from Delanis to here to bring the folks. They stay the night here, and they need people to help, to serve, to make food, to hang out and play cards, just to spend the evening. So this is for overflow in the shelter. We take them in during Thanksgiving week, and so please volunteer at the rotating shelter. Don't forget the Latka dinners coming up in December, and some parties and some other membership events. Super Bowl, that Jewish event, coming up in February. So come join us. Stay out of the cold. Stay warm with us. Have a good week. Shabbat Shalom.
And in addition to the Hanukkah Bazaar, I want to make another small announcement. Tomorrow morning, you are in for a treat if you come for Torah study and our service. Cantor Annie is going to be leading. So definitely feel free to come on down and enjoy. And are there any other announcements that we missed or that anyone wants to highlight? Awesome. You guys are really quiet tonight. Would you guys like to come and help me with Kiddush and Motzi? I can't eat all of this bread by myself. We're on page 123. It's grape juice, I promise. Who wants to hold a cup? Wonderful. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho Be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemaaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat lechaim. That means you get to take a sip. Okay. Good, right? Awesome. All right, but that's not all. So you can put that down here. And you guys can hold the bread together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. So I'm going to hold it while you each grab a piece of it. Yeah, we just rip it. Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We will definitely look forward to breaking bread together in the social hall. Thank you very much, Debbie. And we conclude our service on page, just want to make sure I got the right page number because I guessed. Yeah, 625. And I hope that, like the blessing Jacob got, that like the dust of the earth, we'll be able to cling to one another and be pervasive in this world, fulfilling our mission and fulfilling what we value most, and being there for one another in love and in joy and in peace. Adon Olam. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa b'chevto kol azai melech shemo nikra azai melech shemo nikra ve'acharei kiklot hakol levado yimloch nora ve'hu haya ve'hu hove ve'hu yehye betifara ve'hu yehye betifara ve'hu echad ve'en sheni leham shilo lehachbira ve'li reshit ve'li tachlit ve'lo ha'oz ve'hamisra ve'lo ha'oz ve'hamisra ve'hu eli ve'chai koali ve'tzor chevli be'etzara ve'hu nisi umanos li menat kosi be'yom ekra menat kosi be'yom ekra be'yado av kidruchi be'etishan ve'ayira ve'imruchi geviati Adonai li ve'lo ira Adonai li ve'lo ira. Shabbat Shalom. And thank you for bringing your prayer books out to our ushers.